You made some caca. That's good. We'll go change you right now. Hi, yogurt mouth. Are you saying welcome to my 9-month update? So, in the fashion of being upfront and honest, today's kind of a rough day, isn't it? Again, I feel like last month for her 8-month update, it happened to be a rough day too, and yeah. That is the coolest thing. I would have to say, so far, like, that's her biggest thing this month, is she is just talking. Huh, Poo-Poo, is you talking? It is the cutest thing. She says hi now. She'll go, hi, and she waves. Huh. And she's very particular. That's another thing this month. She's starting to really come into her own. She's getting a little more particular. She's getting a little more, sassy. Before, anyone who would pay her attention or say hi, she would smile, like big smiles, and kind of, you guys, this has been driving me nuts. Today, hey, stop it. Be careful. You need to be careful. There's probably nobody there. But anyways, that situation has been kind of my demise this week. Every single time I've tried to get her down for a nap, the dogs wake her up. So I love them to death, but sometimes they do make things a lot harder. But anyways, I was saying that now, rather than be happy and so excited and kind of just go to anybody, she's a little bit more reserved when she first, sees people, and it takes her a little while to start talking and coming out of her shell now, which is awesome. Like, it's kind of just cool to watch her like morph into herself. Pop, she's on your chair, huh? So that's one thing that's kind of, I don't know, her first word, she would say momma. Is that your pup? Get her. Roll. Is that your pop-pops? Are you showing them your pop-pops? That's another cool thing. She loves chasing her pop-pops. Pop-pop. That's your pop-pop? Aww. So yeah, she loves chasing them in her walker. It's the cutest thing, and they'll willingly play with her. Like, when they're done, they'll go under the table or they'll go on the couch, and then they'll kind of take turns like playing with her and entertaining her. It's so cute. The other thing is she plays peekaboo. Oh my gosh, it's the cutest thing. My dad and my sister came over one day and they showed it to her, and then ever since then, if she gets like a blanket, or she'll do it with diapers too. Where's Penelope? Peekaboo! Where's Penelope? Cover your eyes. Where's Penelope? Peekaboo!
Yeah!
Cover your eyes. Where's Penelope? Peekaboo! Where's Penelope? Peekaboo! But it's the cutest thing. She covers her eyes and pulls it down and wants to say peekaboo. Leading into that, so she definitely is in that phase of milestone of, separation stage. I don't know. I would say separation anxiety, but I talked to my mom this morning and she's like, it's not anxiety technically. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to stop referring it to separation anxiety because you're a baby. It's just part of your milestones, huh? Yeah. So, for example, 1 week this month, oh my gosh, it was so easy during the day. I walked around the house. That's one thing. She loves her walker this month. It's really nice. She gets her independence. She can go where she wants. And I just kind of baby-proof the area in the house, and she has a good time in there. So some days, it's so easy. She just follows me around, hangs out in her walker. But then other days, like the past 3 days, right now, she's really entertaining herself. I'm like, this is nice. But for the past couple days, she's been really, really, I call it cheapy in Spanish, chipilona. It's just kind of clingy, I guess. So it's just been really hard. And that's what happens. It goes in waves. Couple days, easy, great. Then a couple other days, that's one thing is they're little. human beings. They're just like us. We have good days, we have bad days. And I think one thing this month I'm really kind of understanding is she really feeds off of my energy and my feelings. I feel like I want to make a separate video about this. I know most babies do, like that's just a thing, but Penelope in particular, she definitely, I don't know. I don't want to say this without seeming crazy or like, I don't know, it could be one of those things where all babies are like that and I'm just like, I don't know. Anyways, she's very in tune and sensitive to energies, particularly mine, because we are together all day, every day. And I think anybody's like that. If you are with somebody 24/7, you guys are going to be on the same wavelength type thing. So anyways, yeah, like you guys will be seeing coming up soon, I dress like Kim Kardashian on a budget, and that's a video I probably... Okay, let's look on the bright side. At least our house is protected. We know no one's coming in our house with these dogs at least. I'm trying to do that a lot more, is when I'm frustrated, just try to look at the bright side. So I am going to get into my postpartum as well. Like, I don't know, you guys probably noticed my skin is a mess and I got my first period, so that's coming. Yeah, long story short, you guys will see the video coming up. It was very difficult to get that video filmed, and difficult meaning like that's just the facts. Like, she's a baby. She's going to go through periods of time where she wants mama. She's also teething. She just cut her second tooth, her bottom tooth, finally poked through, so she's got a little snaggle tooth action going on. It's so cute. But on the other spectrum, that doesn't mean that for us mamas, it's not hard to deal with. It's very hard when your baby is not happy and you don't know why, and you're just trying your best to figure out what they need, and it can be disheartening when you've racked your brain, you're trying everything, and they're just still unhappy. And those are the times where this month I got a lot of help from my nana and grandma and mom and family members, because like I mentioned, feeding and sleep has been so difficult. And long story short, I'm just coming to terms that Penelope has a hard time sleeping and settling and falling asleep. Huh, poo-poos. And there was a point this month where I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to wean her from breastfeeding. And so we did. We tried giving her formula and she gagged. Hi, poo-poos. Do you want a little hug? Come here. Give me a hug. Aw, thank you so much. Thank you. See, this is so sweet. That sun's in your eyes, huh, poos? But yeah, I'm trying to just find my balance between, breastfeeding, feeding her solid foods. One thing we're really learning this month together is if she does not want to do something, me being so persistent and trying so hard sometimes it creates anxiety in the situation, and I don't blame her. Like, why would you want to do something when every time it comes up, your mom's anxious about it? So yeah, work in progress. I feel like this month's update is going to be a little not thorough. I'm just so tired today. Penelope was up a lot last night. And yeah, I'm learning to just honor how I'm feeling and not pretend like I'm feeling a different way. But there's been so many good things this month too, and that's what I really want to focus on that. She can sit in a high chair now, which is so cool. This is a silly little detail, but it just makes it so fun to go out to eat. Are you having lunch with Aunt Sarah? Wow, you're so big. She's also really wanting to stand a lot. Anything she can pull herself up on, she wants to stand. She's let go a couple times. There's a couple times where if she pulls up on Jessie or I, she lets go and she kind of surfs for a second. She also has done some transferring. I don't know if that makes any sense. So if she's holding on to this chair here, and let's say there's something else right here, she will go from this object to another object. So that's really cool. Okay, so postpartum. I finally got my first period and it was rough. So from what I've heard, when you're breastfeeding, some women don't get a period for a while, and mine happened to take 9 months to come back. And it's funny, a couple days before I got it, I was really... You going caca, huh? Yeah, push. Oh, good girl. But a couple days before I got it, I was just really struggling. I had some of the hardest days and I could feel that like my hormones were off. I think I told my mom and Jessie, do you want to sit with me? Ha poo-poos. You just want to sit with mama and watch. But I told my mom and Jessie, hi, lovey, that like I could feel crazy. Like I could feel myself not being in control of my feelings and my mind. Like I could feel like something was off. I was so emotional. Like I was so just, it was hard. It was really rough. But that's part of life. You're gonna have rough points. You get through them. Everything is a phase in life is what I'm trying to kind of grasp and digest. Oh, this makes me a little nervous with our tile. Is that the ball? How about, can I put you in your playpen? Would you like to go in your playpen? Let's try. So this thing we got on Amazon, it was actually pretty affordable. She doesn't really like it too much. Sometimes she'll go in there, but a ball, that's the other thing. She says ball. She knows what balls are, and she actually loves playing with balls. That sounds so bad. 14-year-old boy Julia coming out. She has a bee and a hummingbird who represent Jessie's Nana and Tata who passed away, and Jessie taught her Tata Zuni, Nana Zuni. She obviously can't say it, but anytime we go to change her diaper now, she points to the bee and goes, "Ap, ap," and "Map, map." It's so cool. Oh, also really quick, and then I'll get into postpartum, but it was the cutest thing. Jessie and I took her to the zoo the other day. It was so cold, but we just bundled her up in this, it's kind of like a snowsuit type thing, really, really warm. And we live in Arizona too, so cold to us is like 55 degrees. But it was so funny. She was pointing to all the animals and she thought they were dogs. It was so funny. She was going pop, 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 pop. It's so funny. I'll insert some footage from our zoo trip because we had such a good time. Oh, boo-boos, you don't like it.
Okay,
Just to keep you warm.
Just to keep you warm, yeah. He's right there. Big cat.
Wow.
The big kitty cat. No cares given by Penelope. So you see the pup?
Oh my gosh, that's the closest I've ever seen.
Look at the female.
Oh, the mama.
Kitty cat. Call me cat.
Oh, they're all active.
That wide angle.
Okay, so yeah, I got my first period. It was rough. This might be a little TMI, but if it were me, like I would want to know the details. It wasn't super heavy. It was literally like a textbook normal period that I had, which I haven't had a period since June of 2018, and it's now December of 2019. But it was weird. I thought it was gonna be like a lot, and I mean, it was like, you know, normal period amount, normal amount of days. It was really, really weird. And so just like overall, I'm really trying to rewire my brain this month. I'm really trying to work on myself. I feel like I've gotten in a habit of focusing on the negatives, like where I literally, it's like I'm having to retrain my brain to like, yes, I can acknowledge when things happen. Like today, I finally got her down for a nap, and what happened? The dogs barked and woke her up. That's literally probably the 4th time that's happened this week, and it takes so long to get her calmed down and to sleep, and then it's easy to just kind of crumble at that, because it is, like, let's be honest, like the facts are, it's hard. Taking care of a baby, it can be very hard, but it can be very easy too. You know, there's good days and bads, and anyways, back to the situation. So my first instinct was, oh my gosh, that's a cherry on the top today. Like, I'm already tired. There's been a lot of things going wrong. Not wrong. I shouldn't say that. See, again, I'm trying to rewire myself. There've been a lot of challenges today, and that kind of was the cherry on top. But I stopped. I took a breath and I said, okay, well, then that means that the universe has different plans today. She's not going to take a nap. But look what ended up happening. Maybe that 15 minutes was all she needed. And she is. She's so much more content right now than she has been the past couple days. So again, it's the hardest thing in the world to do. And again, I'm struggling. Like, I'm doing it with you guys. But when things happen that don't go your way, you can acknowledge, oh my gosh, I'm upset. This sucks. Like, don't not acknowledge your feelings. Be mindful of your feelings, but then let them go. Because if I were to stay all worked up and stay upset, it creates a domino effect. Then the whole day goes like that. And Haley Reese just posted a really good video. It's kind of long, but I'll link it down below for you guys. But it's about, the law of attraction. And I'm somebody who I believe in that too. And I have, since having Penelope, I kind of have gotten in a habit where I'm not looking at things in the best way. I'm making it harder on myself. Not on purpose, I'm trying the best I can. And that's the other thing too that I'm really digesting this month is everybody is doing the best they can. When you see a mom out in public and her kid is barefoot, looks dirty, it's easy to look at that and say, wow, like she didn't even put shoes on her baby is all dirty, like geez. But you never know the backstory. Maybe she tried for an hour to get those shoes on and she finally got them on, and then getting the baby in the car seat, baby took them off, and she's a human being. We can only take so much. And that's what I'm learning is just choose your battles, and people might judge you for it. That's gonna happen. You could literally be doing the best textbook job and somebody's gonna look at what you're doing and think it's wrong. It goes back to that saying. I love that saying. You could be the most ripest, beautiful, sweetest, juiciest peach in the whole entire world, and you're gonna meet somebody who hates peaches. Another thing I wanna leave you guys with that has helped me a lot this month is, especially with, like I said, the eating and feeding and weaning from breastfeeding, it's easy for your mind to go like, oh my gosh, what if she never stops? What did I get myself into? And my Nana told me something that just kind of helps with that. And she said that when one of my uncles was around 3, I guess he wasn't potty trained or something, and she was getting concerned. Oh, you're okay. I'm trying that too. I'm trying to let her figure things out a little more and she's gonna get frustrated and cry and let her work through stuff a little more. But anyways, so she was so concerned. It's still hard for me not to I just want to go grab her every little peep, But so she called her pediatrician and was worried, oh my gosh, he's 3 and not potty trained. All his friends are potty trained. And I love what her doctor said. This is getting emotional and I'm sorry. And this is going to be hard for me to keep this in because this is so uncomfortable for me to get emotional, in front of thousands of people. Well, realistically, probably only a couple hundred people are going to see this, but I'm getting emotional because I don't know. I don't know why. My period's done, I don't know. I'm tired. It's been a long week, so I don't know. And that too, I don't need to know why I'm emotional. I just have to acknowledge, okay, I'm emotional and it is what it is. So anyways, geez, get to the point. Her pediatrician told her, Flo, I want you to go drive down to the elementary school and I want you to go peek in a kindergarten class. And I want you to tell me how many kindergartners have their diaper bags with them. And it's kind of hard to understand, but basically what he's trying to say is, don't worry. Even if you're the worst potty trainer in the whole wide world, by the time kids get to kindergarten, most of them aren't bringing their diaper bags. And if your kid is the one who is still not potty trained by kindergarten, who cares? It'll happen eventually. Again, it's really hard to get to that mindset where as long as you are doing your best and you're doing everything you can, you're doing the best you can. They're little human beings. They're gonna do things on their own time, and she's a lot like me. For me, if someone tries to make me do something I don't want to do, I'm really not going to do it for a long time. So I'm trying to just remember that, They have their own agendas, and I'm just here to help and do the best I can. Anyways, if you guys have any questions or anything like that, drop them in the comment section, because I feel like I didn't cover a lot today, even though this video is probably really long. I am so impressed with you, poo-poos. You have hung out in there and played. Yes, other thing too, really quick, I keep saying this, but last thing is, if you're having one of those days where you just feel like I cannot continue another minute, I don't know what to do, where you feel kind of paralyzed and you just feel like crying and nothing's cooperating in life, go take a walk. Put your baby in the stroller, put your baby in a baby carrier, bundle them up, and just go outside. Even if it's like literally a 10-minute walk around the block, something about being outside is good for you and it's good for baby. Anyways, I'm gonna let you guys go. Sending you love. Oh, geez, here's my brain, squirrel brain. Last thing, and then I'm literally just gonna like shut off the camera, because for some reason, I'm having trouble saying bye to you guys today. So other thing, yay! She just fell on her butt. You did good! Anyways, the acne is back. I have not had acne issues since before I was pregnant with Penelope. As soon as I got pregnant with her, my skin, acne-wise, has just been beautiful. And ever since I got my period back, I don't know what's going on. Well, I do know, it's hormones, but now I'm like, oh well. Anyways, gonna go change a poopy diaper. I love you guys.